Money never comes first. Behavior always does. The law of sowing and reaping explains financial success in the simplest way possible. What you do again and again is what you eventually get paid for. Money does not react to wishes, pressure, or excuses. It reacts to patterns. If the pattern is careless, the results are unstable. If the pattern is steady, the results become reliable. Many people work hard but still feel confused about money. They stay busy, yet progress feels slow. This creates frustration and self-doubt. The truth is not that effort fails. The truth is that effort must be planted the right way and given time to grow. Income shows up after discipline, patience, and value have been practiced long enough. This message is about learning how daily actions turn into financial outcomes. Not fast wins, not hype, real growth that lasts. You will understand why small habits matter, why waiting is part of earning, and why consistency builds trust that money follows. When you understand the law of sowing and reaping, money stops feeling random. You begin to see the connection between what you do today and what you earn tomorrow. That clarity changes how you work, how you wait, and how you build financial success. Chapter 1. Build earning habits before money shows. People often ask why money seems slow to arrive even when they feel they are working hard, and the answer usually has nothing to do with luck or talent. It has everything to do with habits. Money does not show up first. Habits show up first. Income is not the starting point. Behavior is. That is a hard truth for many people because the human mind wants proof before commitment. Most people want the money to appear so they feel motivated to change. Life works the other way around. You change first, then the money follows. Human nature likes comfort. It likes ease. It likes quick reward. But financial success does not respond to comfort. It responds to consistency. Every result in your bank account today is connected to the habits you practiced yesterday. If someone earns little, it is not because they are bad people or unlucky people. It is because their daily actions are not designed to earn more. This is not criticism. This is awareness. Awareness is powerful because it gives you control. Building earning habits before money shows means choosing to act responsibly when nobody is watching and nothing is paying yet. It means waking up with purpose, even when your account balance looks the same. It means training yourself to do useful work without immediate applause. This is where most people quit, not because they cannot do it, but because they expect early rewards. When rewards do not come fast, doubt enters the mind. Doubt whispers that effort is pointless. That whisper is the real enemy of financial growth. Earning habits begin with simple decisions: how you use your time, how you speak about money, how you react to responsibility. People who earn more do not wait to feel confident. They build confidence by doing small, disciplined actions daily. Confidence grows from keeping promises to yourself. When you say you will learn something useful and you do it, confidence grows. When you say you will show up early and you do it, confidence grows. That confidence later shows up as income. Many people confuse activity with progress. Staying busy is not the same as building earning habits. Earning habits are actions that create value for others. Income is always connected to value. If your actions help people solve problems, save time, or improve results, income eventually follows. At first, it feels uncomfortable because effort feels one-sided. You give value without immediate return. This feels unfair to the human mind. But fairness is not how life works. Life responds to patterns. Think about how habits are formed, not through excitement, but through repetition. The first days feel awkward. The first weeks feel boring. The first months feel slow. That is normal. Most people stop here. They say it is not working. What they really mean is it is not paying yet. Habits always work first on you before they work for you. They shape your thinking, your discipline, your standards. Money comes later as a byproduct. If you want financial success, you must respect the process. Respect is shown by patience and consistency. Building earning habits means doing useful work even when no one thanks you. It means improving your skills quietly. It means reading, practicing, planning, and adjusting while others complain. Complaining feels easier than changing habits. Complaining gives short emotional relief. Habits give long-term results. Human psychology looks for shortcuts, but income does not respond to shortcuts. Income responds to trust. Trust is built when you show up daily and deliver value consistently. Employers pay people they can trust. Clients pay people they can trust. Markets reward people they can trust. Trust is not built overnight. It is built through habits that prove reliability. You must also understand that money avoids chaos. If your life is disorganized, money will reflect that disorder. If your schedule is random, your income will be random. Earning habits bring order. Simple routines, fixed times for learning, fixed times for work, fixed times for review. Order reduces stress. Reduced stress improves focus. Focus improves results. Results improve income. Another important habit is emotional control. Money responds poorly to emotional decisions. Spending based on mood weakens financial growth. Earning habits require calm thinking. Calm thinking comes from self-awareness. When you feel the urge to quit, pause. When you feel discouraged, pause. Habits are not built in moments of excitement, they are built in moments of resistance. Resistance is a sign you are growing. People often underestimate the power of small actions. They look for big breakthroughs. Big breakthroughs are rare. Daily actions are reliable. Reading 10 pages daily builds knowledge. Practicing one skill daily builds competence. Saving small amounts daily builds discipline. Discipline later builds income. The mind resists small actions because they seem insignificant. Life rewards small actions because they are sustainable. Financial success is not about intensity, it is about duration. Anyone can work hard for a week, few can work steadily for years. Earning habits focus on what you can repeat. If you cannot repeat it, it will not last. Choose habits that fit your life. Do not copy someone else's routine blindly. Build habits you can maintain even on bad days. There is also a habit of responsibility that must be developed. Blaming circumstances weakens earning power. Taking responsibility strengthens it. When you accept responsibility, you gain control. Control creates confidence. Confidence attracts opportunity. Opportunity leads to income. Responsibility starts with language. Replace excuses with ownership. Replace complaints with action. Words shape thinking. Thinking shapes behavior. Many people wait for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Habits are reliable. Motivation comes and goes. Habits stay. On days you feel tired, habits carry you. On days you feel doubtful, habits guide you. Money rewards those who keep going without emotional drama. Calm persistence is powerful. Another earning habit is learning how money works. Not complex theories, but basic understanding. Income, expenses, savings, growth. Avoiding money knowledge does not protect you, it weakens you. Learning removes fear. Fear causes avoidance. Avoidance causes stagnation. Knowledge leads to better choices. Better choices lead to better results. You must also build the habit of delayed reward, the ability to wait, the ability to invest time without immediate return. This is one of the strongest predictors of financial success. People who can delay pleasure build assets. People who cannot delay pleasure build debt. This is not about deprivation, it is about priority, choosing future benefit over present comfort. The mind will test you. It will ask why you are working when results are invisible. That is when habits matter most. Invisible progress is still progress. Roots grow before trees appear. That is not poetry. That is reality. Results always lag behind effort. Accepting this truth saves you from quitting early. You also need the habit of reviewing your actions. What worked, what did not, where time was wasted, where value was created. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Without reflection, people repeat mistakes. With reflection, mistakes become lessons. Lessons increase earning power. Finally, building earning habits before money shows requires faith in cause and effect. Not blind faith, but logical faith. Actions produce outcomes. Consistent actions produce predictable outcomes. When you understand this, you stop chasing luck and start building structure. Structure produces freedom. Financial freedom is built on disciplined habits practiced daily. If you feel behind, that feeling is useful. It can motivate change. Start where you are. Build one habit, then another. Do not rush the process. Respect it. Money will arrive when your habits are ready to receive it. Until then, your job is simple. Show up, improve, stay patient, keep going. The harvest always follows the work. Chapter 2. Give consistent value to earn steady income. Income is never random. It is always connected to how useful you are to other people over time. Money flows toward value, not wishful thinking. Many people hope income will increase just because they need it. Life does not respond to need. It responds to contribution. When you understand this, your entire approach to money changes. You stop chasing paychecks and start focusing on usefulness. Giving consistent value means showing up with the intention to help, solve, improve, or support. It means asking yourself each day how your actions make someone else's life easier or better. People are willing to pay for relief, clarity, progress, and results. They are not paying for effort alone. They are paying for outcomes. The more consistently you deliver outcomes, the steadier your income becomes. Human psychology often resists this idea because it feels unbalanced at first. You give more than you receive. You put in energy without immediate reward. This can feel uncomfortable. The mind wants fairness right now. But steady income is built on trust, and trust grows only through repeated positive experiences. One good action creates interest. Repeated good actions create belief. Belief creates payment. Think about how you decide to pay someone. You pay the person who shows up on time. You pay the person who listens carefully. You pay the person who does not disappear when things get difficult. You pay the person who follows through. None of these qualities are dramatic. They are simple. They are human. They are habits of value. Consistency is what separates occasional income from steady income. Anyone can deliver value once when motivation is high. Few people deliver value daily when motivation is low. But income does not respond to excitement. It responds to reliability. Reliability is calming. People feel safe with reliable individuals. Safety leads to long-term relationships. Long-term relationships lead to predictable income. Giving value also requires attention. You must pay attention to what people actually need, not what you want to offer. Many struggle financially because they focus on themselves instead of others. They talk about what they want to earn instead of what others need solved. When you shift your attention outward, opportunities become visible. Problems reveal themselves. Problems are invitations to earn. Value does not require perfection. It requires sincerity. People can feel genuine effort. They can sense when someone cares. Care creates connection. Connection creates loyalty. Loyalty stabilizes income. This is deeply human. Money follows emotion more than logic. People pay people they trust and respect. Trust is earned through repeated, honest behavior. Another important truth is that value must be practical. It must be usable. Advice that sounds impressive but changes nothing has little worth. Simple actions that improve daily life are valuable. Listening carefully is valuable. Being clear is valuable. Being dependable is valuable. These qualities do not require advanced education. They require discipline and humility. Many people underestimate their ability to provide value because they compare themselves to experts. Comparison weakens contribution. You do not need to know everything to be helpful. You only need to know a little more than someone else in a specific area. Teaching what you are learning creates value. Sharing experience creates value. Showing effort creates value. Steady income also depends on emotional maturity. When you provide value, you will not always receive appreciation. Sometimes people will take your effort for granted. This can create resentment if you expect praise. Value must be given without emotional attachment to recognition. The reward comes later through opportunity, trust, and income. Emotional control protects consistency. Giving value also means being honest about limits. Over-promising damages trust. Trust once broken is difficult to rebuild. Steady income depends on realistic commitments. Say less, deliver more. This simple rule strengthens reputation. Reputation travels faster than advertising. People talk about reliability. They recommend people who make their lives easier. Another key part of value is improvement. What helped yesterday may not help tomorrow. Needs change. Standards change. You must grow to stay valuable. Learning keeps your contribution relevant. Stagnation reduces earning power. Growth expands it. Growth does not require perfection. It requires curiosity. Curiosity keeps you useful. Value is also multiplied by attitude. A calm, respectful presence makes people comfortable. Comfort encourages collaboration. Collaboration creates opportunity. Opportunity creates income. People avoid difficult personalities even if they are skilled. Skill alone is not enough. How you make people feel matters. Emotional intelligence increases financial stability. There is also value in simplicity. Clear communication saves time. Organized work reduces stress. Predictable behavior builds confidence. These things feel ordinary, but ordinary things done well are rare. Rarity increases value. Value increases income. Many people quit too early because they measure value only by immediate payment. This is a short-sighted view. Value compounds. A good reputation today creates opportunities years later. A helpful act today may return unexpectedly. Life keeps records even when people forget. Consistency creates a long trail of positive evidence. You must also understand that value is not about pleasing everyone. It is about serving well within your role. Trying to satisfy everyone leads to exhaustion. Focus creates strength. Strength creates results. Results attract income. Know where you can help most and commit there. Giving value also requires patience with yourself. You will make mistakes. You will misjudge situations. Mistakes do not erase value if you respond responsibly. Taking responsibility restores trust. Avoiding responsibility destroys it. People respect honesty more than perfection. Steady income is built when people can count on you. Count on your word. Count on your effort. Count on your presence. Count on your standards. These things take time to establish. Time combined with consistency creates stability. If you want more income, ask a simple question daily. Who did I help today, and how did I help them? This question shifts focus from earning to serving. Serving leads to earning, not instantly, but reliably. Finally, giving consistent value requires belief in fairness over time. Not fairness in moments, but fairness across years. Life balances effort eventually. Those who give consistently are eventually rewarded. Those who take without giving are eventually limited. Build your income by becoming useful. Stay useful by staying consistent. Stay consistent by managing your emotions. Manage your emotions by understanding the process. When you respect the process, income becomes steadier, calmer, and more predictable. Money becomes less stressful because it is earned through trust. Trust earned through value never truly disappears.
Chapter 3. Delay rewards until effort fully compounds. One of the most difficult lessons for any human being to accept is that progress does not pay immediately. The mind wants proof right now. It wants comfort now. It wants relief now. Financial growth asks for something different. It asks for patience. It asks for maturity. It asks for the strength to wait without quitting. Delaying rewards until effort fully compounds is not about suffering, it is about intelligence. It is about understanding how life actually responds to behavior. Most people spend their lives trading tomorrow for today. They choose small comfort now instead of larger results later. This choice feels harmless in the moment. It feels reasonable, but repeated daily, it becomes expensive. Delayed reward is not denial, it is direction. It is choosing where your life is headed instead of reacting to how you feel. Human psychology is driven by emotion. Emotion seeks pleasure and avoids discomfort. Financial success requires training the mind to lead emotion instead of obey it. When effort does not pay yet, emotion says stop. When progress feels slow, emotion says distract yourself. When reward is delayed, emotion says it is not worth it. Discipline says otherwise. Effort compounds quietly. That is why it is misunderstood. You do not feel the accumulation at first. You only feel the weight of repetition. You feel tired. You feel bored. You feel impatient. These feelings are normal. They are not signals to stop. They are signals that growth is happening internally before it shows externally. People often underestimate how long compounding takes because they overestimate how fast results should appear. This creates frustration. Frustration leads to quitting. Quitting resets progress. Then people wonder why they always start over. They never stayed long enough to experience compounding. Delaying rewards means resisting the urge to cash in early. It means not celebrating too soon. It means reinvesting effort instead of consuming results. This applies to money, skills, habits, and reputation. Every time you delay gratification, you strengthen self-trust. Self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Confidence affects how you speak, act, and decide. Those changes eventually reflect in income. Think about daily choices. Spending money to feel better after a stressful day. Skipping learning because rest feels better. Avoiding responsibility because comfort feels safer. These choices feel small. Over time, they shape outcomes. Delaying reward means choosing progress over relief. Relief fades quickly. Progress stays. Delayed reward also builds emotional strength. When you can sit with discomfort without reacting, you gain control. Control reduces anxiety. Reduced anxiety improves thinking. Clear thinking improves decisions. Better decisions improve results. This chain reaction starts with patience. Many people believe delayed reward requires extreme willpower. It does not. It requires clarity. When you know why you are waiting, waiting becomes easier. Purpose gives patience meaning. Without purpose, waiting feels pointless. With purpose, waiting feels strategic. Effort compounds not only through action, but through identity. When you repeatedly choose discipline, you begin to see yourself differently. You become someone who follows through, someone who does not panic under pressure, someone who does not chase quick fixes. This identity attracts respect. Respect attracts opportunity. Opportunity creates income. Delaying rewards also protects you from poor decisions made under emotional pressure. Many financial mistakes are made not because of ignorance, but because of impatience. Rushing leads to shortcuts. Shortcuts create fragile results. Fragile results break easily. Stable results take longer to build, but last longer. Another important aspect of delayed reward is focus. Immediate rewards distract attention. They pull energy away from long-term goals. When you delay reward, you keep attention where it matters. Focus strengthens skill. Skill increases value. Value increases income. People who master delayed reward develop calm confidence. They are not desperate. Desperation repels opportunity. Calm attracts it. Calm people negotiate better. Calm people wait for better options. Calm people are trusted. Trust has financial value. Effort compounding also requires consistency. Delayed reward without consistency becomes waiting without progress. Consistency is what creates momentum. Momentum is invisible until it becomes undeniable. At that point, results feel sudden. Outsiders call it luck. Insiders know it was patience. Delaying rewards does not mean ignoring enjoyment. It means choosing meaningful enjoyment. Pride in progress. Satisfaction in discipline. Peace in knowing you are building something solid. These rewards are internal but powerful. They sustain motivation better than temporary pleasure. The mind will test you repeatedly. It will suggest giving up just before progress accelerates. This is common. Many quit when they are closest to results because fatigue clouds judgment. Recognizing this pattern helps you push through it. Awareness restores patience. Effort compounding also teaches humility. You realize that no single action changes everything. It is the accumulation that matters. This reduces arrogance and increases respect for process. Respect for process improves execution. Execution produces results. Delayed reward also strengthens decision-making under uncertainty. When results are not immediate, you must rely on principles instead of feedback. Principles provide stability when feedback is absent. Those who depend on immediate feedback struggle in long-term pursuit. Those who rely on principles endure. Financial success requires this endurance. Markets fluctuate. Income varies. Opportunities take time. Those who cannot wait react emotionally. Those who can wait act strategically. Strategy outperforms impulse. When effort fully compounds, rewards feel different. They feel earned. They feel stable. They feel deserved. They feel deserved. This creates confidence without arrogance, gratitude without guilt, enjoyment without fear of loss. These emotional states support continued growth. Delaying rewards also changes how you view time. You stop rushing. You stop comparing. You stop chasing. You begin building. Builders think differently than consumers. Builders invest energy. Consumers spend energy. One creates assets. The other creates exhaustion. If you want financial success, train yourself to pause. Pause before spending. Pause before quitting. Pause before reacting. In that pause, choose the action that supports long-term growth. That choice repeated daily compounds powerfully. Patience is not passive. It is active restraint. It is choosing wisely even when tempted otherwise. This strength is rare. That rarity increases its value. When you delay rewards, you are not denying yourself life. You are designing it. You are choosing stability over chaos, progress over noise, growth over comfort. Effort always compounds. The only question is whether you stay long enough to receive the return. Stay steady. Stay patient. Stay disciplined. When the results arrive, they will reflect not just your effort, but your maturity.
Chapter 4. Show up daily to build financial trust. Financial trust is not built through big promises or dramatic moments. It is built quietly through presence. Showing up daily is one of the most underestimated forces in financial success. People often think trust is created by talent or intelligence. In real life, trust grows from reliability. Reliability comes from showing up again and again, even when it feels ordinary. Most people underestimate how much value there is in being counted on. When someone knows you will be there, prepared and steady, they relax. Relaxation creates confidence. Confidence leads to long-term commitment. Long-term commitment creates steady income. This is how financial trust forms, not through words, but through patterns. Showing up daily means honoring your responsibilities even when no one reminds you. It means being consistent when motivation fades. Motivation is emotional and temporary. Presence is behavioral and stable. Financial trust responds to behavior. People trust what they can predict. They invest in what feels dependable. Human psychology looks for certainty. When someone shows up daily, they become a source of certainty. That certainty has value. Employers value it. Clients value it. Partners value it. Markets value it. Income follows certainty. Because certainty reduces risk. People pay to reduce risk. Daily presence also shapes your self-image. When you show up consistently, you begin to see yourself as reliable. That self-perception changes how you speak, how you decide, and how you handle pressure. You stop needing external validation. You gain internal stability. That stability improves performance. Performance strengthens trust. Many people wait to feel confident before showing up fully. This is backwards. Confidence grows after repeated presence. The first days may feel uncomfortable. The early weeks may feel unnoticed. That is normal. Trust does not announce itself. It accumulates quietly. Showing up daily also builds skill. Skill improves with repetition. Repetition requires presence. Improved skill increases value. Increased value leads to better compensation. This process cannot be rushed. It requires patience and humility. People often think missing one day does not matter. One day becomes two. Two becomes a habit. Habits shape reputation. Reputation influences income. Showing up daily protects your reputation even when progress feels slow. Financial trust also depends on emotional consistency. Showing up means bringing a stable attitude. Not perfect moods, but controlled responses. Emotional outbursts damage trust. Calm behavior strengthens it. People remember how you handle stress more than how you perform when things are easy. Daily presence teaches responsibility. Responsibility is attractive in business. People look for those who can handle responsibility without supervision. Supervision costs time and money. Those who require less supervision become more valuable. Showing up also means respecting time, your own time and others' time. Being punctual communicates seriousness. Seriousness increases trust. Trust increases opportunity. Opportunity leads to income. Many people underestimate how much trust is built simply by finishing what you start. Completion matters. Unfinished work creates doubt. Finished work creates confidence. Confidence invites more work. More work creates income. Daily presence also builds familiarity. Familiarity reduces resistance. People prefer working with those they know. Showing up daily increases familiarity.
Familiarity increases comfort. Comfort supports long-term relationships. Financial trust is also built through honesty in small things. Admitting mistakes, communicating delays, keeping people informed. These actions require courage. Courage builds respect. Respect stabilizes income. Showing up daily also strengthens discipline. Discipline reduces chaos. Chaos repels money. Order attracts money. Order in your habits reflects order in your finances. You do not need to impress everyone. You need to be dependable for the right people. Dependability compounds over time. Each day adds a layer of trust. One day does not seem significant. Years do. Daily presence also reduces fear. Fear grows in absence. Presence creates clarity. Clarity improves decisions. Better decisions lead to better outcomes. Many people chase new opportunities instead of strengthening existing commitments. This weakens trust. Staying present where you are builds depth. Depth creates stability. Stability supports growth. Showing up daily does not mean working endlessly. It means being consistent within your role. Consistency beats intensity. Intensity burns out. Consistency endures. Financial trust also grows when people see that you do not disappear when results slow down. Persistence signals belief. Belief attracts support. Support leads to opportunity. Daily presence also builds patience. Patience allows you to stay steady during uncertainty. Uncertainty is common in financial growth. Those who remain present during uncertainty gain advantage. Showing up daily also improves communication. Repeated interaction refines understanding. Better understanding reduces conflict. Reduced conflict preserves relationships. Relationships support income. People often look for shortcuts to trust. There are none. Trust is rented daily, not owned permanently. You must renew it through presence. Daily presence also builds quiet confidence. Quiet confidence is respected. It does not need attention. It attracts it naturally. Showing up daily changes how others plan around you. When people know you are reliable, they include you in future plans. Inclusion creates opportunity. Opportunity creates income. Financial trust also depends on consistency in value. Acting the same way under pressure as you do when things are calm. Consistency creates predictability. Predictability builds trust. Daily presence also builds resilience. You learn to function even when conditions are not ideal. This resilience makes you valuable during difficult times. Difficult times often create the greatest opportunities. Showing up daily also helps you recognize patterns. Patterns reveal what works. Awareness improves strategy. Strategy improves results. You may not see immediate reward for daily presence. That is normal. Trust accumulates below the surface. When it surfaces, it does so quickly and strongly. Those who show up daily become part of systems. Systems generate income more reliably than isolated effort. Being part of systems requires trust. Trust is earned through presence. Daily presence also teaches humility. You learn that progress is built through repetition, not recognition. Humility keeps you grounded. Grounded people make better decisions. If you want financial success, remove drama from your work. Show up, do your part, improve steadily. Let time do its work. People remember consistency more than brilliance. Brilliance without consistency creates doubt. Consistency without brilliance creates stability. Stability attracts income. Showing up daily is not glamorous. It is powerful. It turns average effort into reliable result. It turns potential into income. It turns intention into reality. Trust grows slowly and breaks quickly. Daily presence protects trust. Protect, trust, and income follows naturally. When you commit to showing up daily, you remove uncertainty from your financial life. You become someone others rely on. That reliance becomes opportunity. Opportunity becomes income. Over time, that income becomes stability. Show up today. Show up tomorrow. Let presence build what effort alone cannot.
Chapter 5. Strengthen discipline to multiply earned money. Earning money is one skill.
Keeping it and growing it is another. Many people work hard, earn well, and still struggle financially because discipline did not grow along with income. Discipline is what decides whether money stays small or multiplies. Without discipline, money leaks. With discipline, money gains strength. Discipline is not about punishment. It is about direction. It is choosing what matters most over what feels easiest. Human nature prefers ease. Ease spends money quickly. Discipline protects it. Every dollar you earn is a result of time and effort. Discipline is the respect you show for that effort. When income increases without discipline, lifestyle expands faster than stability. This creates stress instead of freedom. Discipline slows that expansion. It asks simple questions before action. Do I need this now? Does this decision help my future? These pauses change outcomes. Small pauses create big differences over time. Strengthening discipline begins with awareness. Notice where money goes without thought. Automatic spending reflects automatic habits. Habits shape financial results. Changing results requires changing habits. Discipline gives you the power to interrupt patterns. People often believe discipline limits happiness. The opposite is true. Lack of discipline creates anxiety. Anxiety comes from feeling out of control. Discipline restores control. Control brings calm. Calm improves decision-making. Better decisions lead to growth. Discipline also protects you from emotional spending. Emotions rise and fall. Spending based on emotion creates regret. Regret weakens confidence. Confidence affects earning power. Discipline keeps emotion from controlling action. Emotional stability supports financial stability. Multiplying money requires patience. Impatience spends. Patience invests. Discipline supports patience. It helps you wait instead of react. Reaction is costly. Thoughtful response is profitable. Another part of discipline is planning. Money without a plan disappears. A simple plan gives direction. Direction reduces waste. Waste delays growth. Discipline helps you follow plans even when distractions appear. Discipline also strengthens identity. When you repeatedly act responsibly, you begin to trust yourself. Self-trust affects confidence. Confidence affects negotiation. Negotiation affects income. Discipline quietly upgrades your personal standards. Many people try to increase income without increasing discipline. This creates imbalance. More money magnifies habits. Good habits create growth. Poor habits create problems. Discipline ensures money works for you instead of against you. Strengthening discipline also improves how you handle opportunity. Opportunity often arrives disguised as temptation. Quick gains promise relief. Discipline evaluates long-term impact. Long-term thinking separates growth from regret. Discipline does not mean avoiding enjoyment. It means choosing enjoyment that does not damage progress. Sustainable pleasure supports balance. Balance supports consistency. Consistency supports multiplication. Another area where discipline matters is saving. Saving is delayed spending. It is an act of self-respect. It signals belief in the future. Belief shapes behavior. Behavior shapes results. Discipline also improves focus. Focus prevents scattered decisions. Scattered decisions weaken momentum. Momentum increases earning potential. Discipline keeps attention where it matters. People often rely on motivation to be disciplined. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline is trained through repetition. Start small. Simple actions done daily build strength. Strength increases capacity. Capacity multiplies results. Discipline also helps you say no. Saying no protects resources. Resources create options. Options reduce fear. Reduced fear improves confidence. Confidence attracts opportunity. Money multiplies faster when protected from impulse. Impulse is expensive. Discipline is economical. It saves energy, time, and money. Another benefit of discipline is clarity. Clear thinking reduces mistakes. Mistakes cost money. Discipline slows decisions, just enough to prevent loss. Discipline also builds credibility. People trust those who manage resources well. Trust increases responsibility. Responsibility increases compensation. Strengthening discipline requires honesty. Be honest about weaknesses. Awareness allows improvement. Improvement strengthens control. Discipline also supports generosity. Giving responsibly requires discipline. Undisciplined giving creates strain. Disciplined giving creates impact. Impact builds connection. Connection supports opportunity. Multiplying money is not about chasing returns. It is about managing behavior. Behavior repeats. Repetition compounds. Discipline shapes repetition. Discipline also helps during setbacks. Loss tests character. Undisciplined reactions create more loss. Disciplined responses restore stability. Another key aspect is routine. Routine reduces decision fatigue. Less fatigue improves judgment. Better judgment improves outcomes. Discipline does not remove freedom. It creates it. Freedom comes from stability. Stability comes from control. Control comes from discipline. Many underestimate how powerful simple discipline is. Avoiding unnecessary expenses. Planning before spending. Reviewing decisions. These actions seem ordinary. Ordinary actions repeated create extraordinary results. Discipline also sharpens awareness of value. You begin to see money as stored effort. This changes how you treat it. Respect increases care. Care supports growth. Multiplying money also requires resisting comparison. Comparison pressures spending. Discipline ignores pressure. Ignoring pressure protects progress. Discipline builds resilience. Resilient people recover faster. Faster recovery preserves momentum. Momentum multiplies income. Another benefit is peace of mind. Peace improves sleep. Rest improves performance. Performance increases earning power. Discipline also creates structure. Structure reduces chaos. Chaos drains money. Order preserves it. Financial growth is not dramatic. It is steady. Discipline supports steadiness. Steadiness outperforms bursts of effort. Strengthening discipline also means reviewing outcome. Review creates learning. Learning improves choices. Improved choices grow money. Discipline turns income into assets. Assets create income. This cycle builds security. People who master discipline experience less stress. Stress clouds judgment. Clear judgment protects wealth. Discipline also builds leadership qualities. Leaders manage resources wisely. Leadership attracts opportunity. If you want money to multiply, manage behavior first. Discipline is the multiplier. Start with small commitments. Keep them. Success follows kept promises. Money respects discipline. It grows where it is managed. Strengthen discipline and money will respond. Discipline is quiet. Its rewards are loud over time. Choose discipline daily. Let time do the multiply.
Chapter 6. Invest time first, then receive financial returns. Time is the first currency every person is given, and how it is used determines every other result that follows. Money is never the first investment. Time always comes first. People who understand this stop asking when money will arrive and start asking how well their time is being used. Financial returns are not mysterious. They are delayed responses to earlier use of time. Many people want income without preparation. They want payment without development. This creates frustration because life does not work that way. Value must be built before it is rewarded. Time is where that value is created. When you invest time wisely, money becomes a natural outcome instead of a constant worry. Human nature prefers quick outcomes. It wants effort to be noticed immediately. When time passes without visible reward, doubt appears. Doubt weakens commitment. Commitment is required for time investment to work.
Understanding this prevents emotional quitting. Investing time first means choosing activities that increase future usefulness, learning skills, practicing communication, improving focus, strengthening reliability. These actions may not pay today, but they prepare you to earn tomorrow. Preparation is invisible, but it is powerful. Time investment also requires faith in cause and effect. When results are delayed, it is easy to question the value of effort. This is where maturity is tested. Mature thinking understands that effort stored becomes opportunity later. Immature thinking demands proof before progress. Many people waste time without realizing it. Distraction feels harmless. Comfort feels deserved. Entertainment feels necessary. Used occasionally, these things are fine. Used excessively, they drain future income. Time wasted today becomes money missed tomorrow. Investing time first also means choosing growth over ease. Growth feels uncomfortable because it requires focus and effort. Ease feels relaxing but rarely builds anything lasting. The discomfort of growth pays interest. The comfort of ease charges a cost. Time invested in learning compounds in unexpected ways. Knowledge connects ideas. Ideas create solutions. Solutions create income. This chain takes time to form. Rushing it breaks it. People often underestimate how much time it takes to become competent. Competence earns trust. Trust earns opportunity. Opportunity earns money. Skipping steps weakens results. Investing time also builds patience. Patience reduces stress. Reduced stress improves judgment. Better judgment improves choices. Better choices lead to better outcomes. Time investment shapes character. Showing up consistently builds discipline. Discipline strengthens identity. Identity influences behavior. Behavior produces results. Many people spend time reacting instead of building. Reaction consumes energy without direction. Building requires intention. Intention organizes effort. Organized effort multiplies results. Investing time first also protects you from desperation. Desperation leads to poor decisions. Poor decisions cost money. Prepared people wait for better opportunities. Waiting is easier when time has been invested wisely. Another important aspect is focus. Scattered time creates scattered results. Focused time creates depth. Depth increases value. Value attracts income. Time invested in relationships also pays financial returns. Trust grows with time. Trust leads to collaboration. Collaboration opens doors. Doors lead to opportunity. Investing time first also teaches humility. You accept that results take time. This reduces frustration. Reduced frustration improves consistency. Consistency is the real power behind time investment. 1 hour occasionally helps little. 1 hour daily changes everything. Repetition strengthens skill. Skill improves performance. Performance increases income. People often say they do not have time. Time exists. Priority decides its use. What you prioritize shapes your future. Time invested in planning saves time later. Clear direction prevents wasted effort. Wasted effort delays results. Investing time also builds confidence. Confidence grows from preparation. Prepared people speak clearly. Clear communication increases credibility. Credibility affects compensation. Time investment also sharpens awareness. You notice patterns. Patterns reveal opportunities. Opportunities reward preparation. Many people want shortcuts. Shortcuts avoid learning. Avoiding learning limits growth. Growth is required for higher income. Time invested in personal standards improves outcomes. Standards guide behavior. Behavior repeats. Repetition compounds. Investing time first also creates independence. Knowledge reduces dependence. Dependence limits options. Options increase security. Time invested in improvement builds resilience. Resilient people adapt. Adaptation keeps income flowing during change. People who invest time wisely are less fearful. Fear comes from uncertainty. Preparation reduces uncertainty. Time investment also changes how you value money. You respect it more because you understand the effort behind it. Respect improves management. Another benefit is clarity. Clear goals guide time use. Guided time creates progress. Investing time first requires delayed satisfaction. Satisfaction arrives later, but lasts longer. Immediate pleasure fades quickly. Time invested in practice builds mastery. Mastery commands higher compensation. People who invest time first do not panic when results lag. They trust the process because they understand it. Time investment also reduces comparison. You focus on your progress instead of others. This protects motivation. Investing time builds momentum. Momentum reduces effort. Reduced effort increases sustainability. Time invested in review improves learning. Learning refines action. Refined action improves results. Many people quit because they misjudge time frames. Growth takes longer than expected, but pays more than imagined. Time invested in discipline strengthens habits. Habits automate success. Investing time first also builds calm confidence. Calm confidence attracts respect. Time investment prepares you for opportunity before it arrives. Prepared people recognize opportunity. Unprepared people miss it. Investing time first means accepting temporary invisibility. Work often happens unseen. Results eventually reveal it. Time invested in yourself is never wasted. Skills stay with you. Knowledge stays with you. Discipline stays with you. Money can be lost and regained. Time once used cannot be reclaimed. Use it wisely. If you want financial returns, begin by honoring time. Protect it, direct it, invest it. Every hour invested wisely increases future earning power. Those who respect time earn freedom. Freedom comes from prepared choices. Invest time patiently. Let results arrive naturally. Time always pays its debts when used with purpose.
Chapter 7. Accept slow growth as part of wealth. One of the hardest realities for the human mind to accept is that wealth grows slowly. Not because you are doing something wrong, but because lasting results take time to form. Most frustration around money comes from unrealistic timing, not from lack of effort. When people expect fast progress and receive slow progress, they assume failure. In truth, slow growth is often a sign that the foundation is being built correctly. Human emotion wants speed. It wants proof that effort matters right away. When progress feels quiet, the mind becomes restless. Restlessness pushes people to change direction too early. This is why many start strong but never finish. Accepting slow growth removes this inner conflict. It allows effort to continue without emotional pressure. Wealth is not fragile. It is built layer by layer. Each layer supports the next. If layers are rushed, cracks form. Those cracks show up later as stress, instability and loss. Slow growth allows strength to form before weight is added. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. Many people confuse slow growth with stagnation. They are not the same. Stagnation has no movement. Slow growth has movement that is subtle. Learning happens quietly. Discipline strengthens silently. Habits improve without announcement. These changes are real even when numbers move slowly. Accepting slow growth requires maturity. Maturity is the ability to stay committed without constant reward. This ability separates those who build wealth from those who chase it. Chasing creates exhaustion. Building creates stability. The mind often compares progress to others. Comparison distorts perception. You see highlights, not effort. You see outcomes, not process. Accepting slow growth helps you focus on your own path. Focus protects consistency. Consistency builds results. Slow growth also protects you from reckless decisions. When you expect fast returns, you take higher risks. High risk feels exciting. Excitement clouds judgment. Poor judgment destroys progress. Slow expectations encourage careful decisions. Careful decisions preserve growth. Another benefit of slow growth is learning. Mistakes made slowly are manageable. Mistakes made quickly are costly.
Slow progress gives time to adjust. Adjustment improves direction. Direction improves outcome. Wealth built slowly is easier to maintain. Sudden gains often bring confusion. Confusion leads to mismanagement. Mismanagement leads to loss. Slow growth allows skills to grow alongside income. Skills support sustainability. Accepting slow growth also improves emotional health. Constant urgency creates anxiety. Anxiety leads to burnout. Burnout stops progress. Patience reduces pressure. Reduced pressure supports endurance. Endurance matters because wealth is a long journey. Those who last succeed. Those who rush often exit early. Accepting this truth removes the need to prove yourself quickly. It allows steady action without emotional exhaustion. Slow growth teaches respect for process. Respect prevents shortcuts. Shortcuts create weakness. Weakness shows up later when pressure increases. Many people abandon good habits because results feel too small. Small results are not useless. They are signals that direction is correct. Direction matters more than speed. Speed without direction leads nowhere. Accepting slow growth also builds trust in yourself. When you stay consistent without reward, you prove reliability to yourself. Self-trust increases confidence. Confidence improves decision-making. Slow growth allows reflection. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Wisdom improves efficiency. Efficiency increases returns. Another important aspect is gratitude. Slow growth helps you appreciate progress. Appreciation improves mindset. A healthy mindset supports long-term success. Wealth gained slowly is often spent more wisely. You understand its value because you remember the effort. Respect prevents waste. Accepting slow growth also reduces fear of missing out. Fear pushes impulsive action. Impulse damages stability. Calm patience protects it. Slow growth aligns expectations with reality. Reality does not rush, it responds to consistency. People who accept slow growth are less likely to quit during quiet periods. Quiet periods are normal. Growth is not always visible. Slow progress also allows character to develop. Character matters when money increases. Without character, money magnifies problems. Accepting slow growth changes how you measure success. You begin measuring by discipline, not just numbers. Discipline is controllable. Numbers follow later. Slow growth also builds resilience. When progress is gradual, setbacks feel manageable. Manageable setbacks do not stop momentum. Many people underestimate how powerful steady effort is. Steady effort compounds quietly. Over time, it becomes undeniable. Accepting slow growth reduces emotional swings. Emotional stability improves focus. Focus improves results. Slow growth encourages long-term thinking. Long-term thinking protects wealth. It also improves patience with others. Patience improves relationships. Relationships often support financial opportunities. Slow growth removes desperation. Desperation repels opportunity. Calm persistence attracts it. Accepting slow growth also strengthens discipline. Discipline thrives without pressure. Growth that feels boring is often healthy. Drama is expensive. Calm progress is sustainable. Slow growth builds confidence without arrogance. You know progress is earned. Accepting slow growth helps you avoid quitting too early. Many stop just before momentum builds. Slow progress allows habits to settle. Settled habits support lasting results. It also encourages humility. Humility keeps learning active. Accepting slow growth makes success feel stable, not fragile. Wealth is not a race. It is a construction process. Those who accept slow growth stay the course. Those who stay the course reach outcomes others only imagine. Patience is not waiting without action. It is acting consistently. without panic. Slow growth rewards those who understand it, accept it, respect it, work with it. In time, slow growth becomes strong growth. Chapter 8. Align actions today with future income. Every financial result you will ever experience begins as a small action taken earlier. Income does not appear by surprise. It arrives as a response to choices made when no one was watching. Aligning actions today with future income means learning to think ahead while acting now. It means understanding that today is not isolated. Today is connected to tomorrow, whether you acknowledge it or not. Most people live in reaction mode. They respond to what feels urgent. They respond to emotion. They respond to comfort. The problem is that urgent feelings rarely build long-term income. Long-term income responds to intentional behavior. When actions are aligned with future income, daily life becomes purposeful instead of random. Human psychology prefers immediate feedback. If something does not pay now, the mind questions its value. This creates a gap between what people know they should do and what they actually do. Alignment closes that gap. It connects present effort with future reward clearly enough to sustain discipline. Aligning actions means asking better questions. Not how do I feel today, but where does this choice lead? Not what do I want now, but what will this create later? These questions change behavior. Behavior changes results. Every habit is a vote for a future outcome. Small habits repeated daily shape income quietly. Reading instead of scrolling, planning instead of drifting, learning instead of avoiding discomfort. These choices seem ordinary. Over time, they become decisive. Future income depends on present usefulness. Usefulness is built through preparation. Preparation requires time and focus. When actions today improve skill, clarity, and reliability, income later reflects that improvement. This is not hope. This is cause and effect. Many people wait for motivation to align actions. Motivation is unstable. Alignment requires commitment. Commitment is a decision. Decisions outlast feelings. Aligning actions also requires honesty. You must be honest about what your current actions are producing. If income is limited, actions are limited. This is not judgment, it is feedback. Feedback allows correction. Correction requires courage. It is uncomfortable to admit that habits need adjustment. Comfort delays growth. Growth demands change. Future income is influenced by how you treat time today. Time invested intentionally builds value. Time spent passively drains potential. Passive time feels relaxing. Active time feels demanding. Demanding time produces results. Aligning actions today also involves learning restraint. Not every opportunity is useful. Some activities look productive, but lead nowhere. Alignment filters choices. It removes distraction. Distraction is costly. It fragments effort. Fragmented effort delays progress. Focus accelerates alignment. When actions are aligned, effort feels meaningful even when results are delayed. Meaning sustains patience. Patience sustains consistency. Consistency produces income. Future income also depends on reputation. Reputation is built through repeated actions, showing integrity, meeting expectations, improving steadily. These actions accumulate trust. Trust has financial value. Alignment also affects spending behavior. Spending aligned with future income supports growth. Spending driven by impulse undermines it. Impulse is emotional. Alignment is intentional. People often underestimate how much future income is shaped by small daily spending choices. Money saved today is flexibility tomorrow. Flexibility creates opportunity. Aligning actions today also means accepting temporary sacrifice. Not deprivation, but prioritization. Choosing what matters over what feels good. This choice strengthens character. Character supports stability. Future income favors those who think beyond the present moment. Long-term thinking changes short-term behavior. Behavior determines outcome. Aligning actions also improves confidence. When your actions match your goals, internal conflict disappears. Internal peace improves focus. Focus improves execution. Execution matters more than intention. Intentions without aligned actions create frustration. Aligned actions create momentum. Momentum reduces effort. When actions are consistent, progress becomes smoother. Smooth progress encourages continuation. Aligning actions also reduces anxiety. Anxiety often comes from knowing you are avoiding necessary work. Alignment removes avoidance. Action replaces worry. Future income also depends on adaptability. Actions aligned with learning prepare you for change. Change is constant. Prepared people adjust. Unprepared people struggle. Aligning actions today builds adaptability by keeping skills current. Current skills remain valuable. Valuable skills earn income. Another important factor is environment. Actions are influenced by surroundings. Aligning actions may require changing environment. Less distraction. More structure. Structure supports discipline. Discipline supports alignment. Alignment strengthens discipline. They reinforce each other. Aligning actions also involves reviewing outcomes. What actions moved you closer? What actions wasted time? Reflection improves alignment. Future income is shaped by the questions you ask daily. What am I building? What am I avoiding? What am I repeating? Answers reveal direction. Direction matters more than speed. Fast movement in the wrong direction wastes energy. Slow movement in the right direction builds security. Aligning actions today also means letting go of habits that no longer serve growth. Letting go is difficult because habits feel familiar. Familiarity feels safe. Safety does not always support growth. Growth requires discomfort. Discomfort signals change. Change produces improvement. Future income rewards those willing to tolerate temporary discomfort for long-term benefit. This tolerance is trained through alignment. Aligning actions also improves credibility with yourself. Self-credibility strengthens resolve. Resolve sustains effort. When actions align with goals, excuses lose power. Excuses weaken progress. Progress strengthens belief. Belief affects behavior. Behavior affects results. Future income also reflects emotional maturity. Mature responses to stress prevent costly mistakes. Alignment supports emotional regulation. Aligning actions today prepares you for responsibility tomorrow. Responsibility brings higher compensation. Avoiding responsibility limits growth. Another benefit of alignment is clarity. Clear goals guide actions. Guided actions reduce confusion. Reduced confusion saves time. Time saved becomes time invested. Time invested builds value. Aligning actions also reduces regret. Regret comes from knowing you acted against your better judgment. Alignment restores integrity. Integrity builds trust. Trust builds opportunity. Opportunity builds income. Future income is not built through wishful thinking. It is built through daily alignment. Alignment turns ordinary days into building blocks. Each day adds strength. Those who align actions today feel less rushed. Rushing leads to mistakes. Calm execution improves result. Aligning actions also means protecting energy. Energy directed toward growth multiplies returns. Energy wasted on distraction dissipates. Future income rewards those who protect energy and direct it wisely. Alignment does not require perfection. It requires awareness and adjustment. Adjustment keeps progress moving. Small adjustments compound. Compounding produces noticeable change. Aligning actions today is an act of respect for your future self. It acknowledges that tomorrow matters. When tomorrow matters, today becomes meaningful. Meaningful effort sustains long journeys. Wealth is a long journey. Align your actions. Let time reward consistency. Future income listens closely to what you do today.
Chapter 9. Repeat useful work until income improves. Income improves when usefulness becomes reliable, not when effort feels intense, not when motivation is high, but when useful work is repeated long enough to be trusted. Many people do good work once and expect life to respond immediately. Life does not respond to single moments. It responds to patterns. Repeating useful work is how patterns are formed. Useful work is work that creates progress for someone else. It saves time. It reduces confusion. It improves outcomes. It removes stress. When you repeat this kind of work consistently, income begins to notice you. Before money shows up, recognition shows up. Before recognition, familiarity appears. Familiarity grows only through repetition. The human mind gets bored quickly. Once something is learned, it wants novelty. It wants change. It wants excitement. Repetition feels dull to the ego, but repetition is where mastery lives. Mastery does not come from variety. It comes from refining the same action until it becomes dependable. Most people quit repeating useful work because they mistake boredom for stagnation. Boredom simply means the work is no longer emotionally stimulating. That does not mean it has stopped being valuable. Income does not care about boredom. It cares about reliability. Repeating useful work builds skill. Each repetition removes friction. Less friction improves speed. Improved speed improves quality. Quality improves outcomes. Outcomes attract compensation. This process is gradual but dependable. Income improves when others begin to rely on you. Reliance forms only after repeated proof. One good result creates interest. Several good results create expectation. Expectation leads to payment. People often ask why others with similar skills earn more. The difference is rarely talent. It is consistency. One person applies skill occasionally. Another applies it daily. Daily application builds visibility. Visibility attracts opportunity. Repeating useful work also builds confidence. Confidence is not loud. It is quiet certainty built from experience. When you know you can deliver repeatedly, fear reduces. Reduced fear improves performance. Better performance improves income. Many people chase shortcuts because repetition feels slow. Shortcuts create fragile results. Fragile results collapse under pressure. Repetition creates durability. Durable results last. Useful work also becomes more efficient with repetition. Efficiency frees time. Time can be reinvested. Reinvestment accelerates progress. Repeating useful work requires humility. You must accept that progress comes from small improvements. The ego wants dramatic leaps. Income prefers steady delivery. People often confuse busy work with useful work. Busy work fills time. Useful work creates value. Repetition only works when the work actually helps someone. This requires attention. Attention improves relevance. Relevance increases demand. Demand grows slowly at first. Slow growth tests patience. Patience keeps repetition alive. Without patience, repetition stops before income improves. Repeating useful work also sharpens judgment. You begin to see what matters, what produces results, what wastes effort. This awareness increases effectiveness. Income improves when effort becomes predictable. Predictability reduces risk for others. Reduced risk increases willingness to pay. Repeating useful work also builds reputation.
Reputation spreads quietly. People talk. Recommendations form. Recommendations increase opportunity. Many underestimate the power of being known for one thing done well. Focused repetition creates identity. Identity attracts specific opportunities. Specific opportunities pay better. Repeating useful work also builds discipline. Discipline reduces emotional fluctuation. Stable emotions improve consistency. Consistency reduces mistakes. Fewer mistakes preserve trust. Trust sustains income. Useful work repeated over time also reveals deeper problems. As surface issues are solved, deeper needs appear. Meeting deeper needs increases value. Value grows with understanding. Understanding grows with experience. Experience grows with repetition. Income does not respond to intention. It responds to contribution. Contribution must be repeated to be recognized. Repeating useful work also builds resilience. Some days will feel unproductive. Some efforts will seem unnoticed. Continuing anyway builds strength. Strength allows you to stay present during slow periods. Slow periods are common before improvement. Those who stay eventually benefit. Many quit just before income improves because effort feels heavy. This is often a sign that repetition is working. Weight increases as strength builds. Repeating useful work also improves communication. You learn how to explain clearly. Clear communication increases trust. Trust increases responsibility. Responsibility increases compensation. Income improves when people stop questioning whether you will deliver. Repetition answers that question. Useful work repeated also creates systems. Systems reduce effort. Reduced effort increases sustainability. Sustainable effort outperforms bursts of energy. Repeating useful work also helps you manage expectations. You stop expecting quick wins. This reduces disappointment. Reduced disappointment preserves motivation. Motivation supported by discipline lasts longer. Useful work repeated daily also creates internal order. Order reduces stress. Reduced stress. Reduced stress improves focus. Focus improves execution. Execution improves outcomes. Income also improves when others see you improve. Improvement signals commitment. Commitment attracts respect. Repeating useful work allows improvement to be visible. Visibility matters. Many people wait to feel inspired to repeat work. Inspiration is unreliable. Repetition builds its own momentum. Momentum carries effort forward when feelings fluctuate. Repeating useful work also teaches patience with people. Patience improves relationships. Relationships often support income. Income growth is relational. As much as technical, useful work repeated without complaint builds goodwill. Goodwill has value. Repeating useful work also strengthens work ethic. Work ethic influences how others perceive you. Perception affects opportunity. Opportunity increases when people trust your consistency. Repeating useful work also reduces self-doubt. Doubt fades with experience. Experience comes from repetition. Income improves when self-doubt no longer interrupts action. Repeating useful work also helps you handle feedback. Feedback improves quality. Improved quality increases value. Value repeated attracts income. Many people want income to improve before effort becomes consistent. Life requires the opposite. Consistency comes first. Repeating useful work even when income is flat builds leverage. Leverage appears later. Later rewards depend on earlier repetition. Repeating useful work also builds quiet pride. Pride in competence. Pride in reliability. This pride supports confidence. Confidence improves negotiation. Negotiation improves income. Repeating useful work teaches you where to refine effort. Refinement increases efficiency. Efficiency increases output without increasing time. Income improves when output improves. Useful work repeated daily also builds credibility with yourself. Self-credibility strengthens. Resolve. Resolve keeps repetition alive during slow growth. Slow growth is temporary. Repetition is permanent if maintained. Repeating useful work until income improves requires faith in process. Not blind faith, but informed patience. Informed patience understands that improvement follows consistency. When income finally responds, it often responds quickly, but only because repetition prepared the ground. People notice progress suddenly. They forget how long repetition lasted. Repeat useful work, improve it slightly each time. Let time and consistency do their work. Income will follow what you repeat. Stay with the work, let results catch up.
Chapter 10. Reward steady work with lasting income. Lasting income is never an accident. It is the natural response to steady work done with care, patience, and responsibility. Many people work hard for short periods and wonder why results fade quickly. Others work steadily over long periods and build income that stays. The difference is not effort alone. It is consistency guided by purpose. Steady work trains the mind to value progress over excitement. Excitement rises and falls. Progress accumulates. When work becomes steady, it removes emotional dependence on quick wins. This creates stability. Stability allows income to grow without constant fear. Rewarding steady work begins internally before it appears financially. When you respect your own effort, you stop sabotaging it, you stop wasting energy on regret. You stop questioning every step. This inner reward builds confidence. Confidence improves performance. Improved performance attracts better opportunities. Lasting income requires reliability. Reliability is built through repeated delivery. People pay those they can depend on. Dependence grows when work quality remains consistent. Inconsistent effort produces inconsistent income. Steady effort produces predictable results. Many people misunderstand reward. They expect reward to arrive as motivation. In reality, reward arrives as trust. Trust arrives as opportunity. Opportunity arrives as income. This chain requires time and steadiness. Steady work also improves judgment. Rushed work creates errors. Errors damage credibility. Credibility affects compensation. When work is steady, thinking becomes clearer. Clear thinking improves decisions. Better decisions protect income. Lasting income also depends on restraint. When income increases slightly, undisciplined behavior often increases spending. This cancels progress. Rewarding steady work means protecting gains. Protection allows growth to continue. Steady work builds reputation. Reputation outlives individual efforts. People remember consistency. They remember who showed up. They remember who delivered without drama. Reputation creates referrals. Referrals stabilize income. Many chase recognition. Recognition fades. Steady work creates respect. Respect lasts. Lasting income grows from work that improves over time. Improvement requires reflection. Reflection requires patience. Patience allows learning. Learning increases value. Value that increases over time creates income. That increases over time. Steady work also strengthens emotional balance. Emotional swings disrupt focus. Focus is required for quality. Quality attracts repeat opportunities. Lasting income often comes from repeat relationships. Repeat relationships depend on trust. Trust grows slowly. Steady work nurtures it. People often ask how long it takes to see lasting income. The honest answer is longer than expected, but shorter than feared. The delay is not punishment. It is preparation. Steady work builds resilience. Resilience protects progress during setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable.
Those without resilience lose momentum. Those with resilience adjust and continue. Lasting income rewards those who do not quit when effort feels ordinary. Ordinary days build extraordinary results over time. Steady work also builds self-respect. Self-respect changes standards. Higher standards improve choices. Better choices improve outcomes. When work becomes steady, stress reduces. Reduced stress improves health. Health supports productivity. Productivity supports income. Lasting income also depends on boundaries. Boundaries protect energy. Energy invested wisely multiplies results. Steady work teaches you when to rest and when to push. Balance prevents burnout. Burnout interrupts income. Many people mistake intensity for effectiveness. Intensity without direction exhausts. Steadiness with direction builds. Lasting income often arrives quietly. One day you realize stability has formed. Bills are manageable. Choices increase. Pressure reduces. This is the reward of steady work. Steady work also builds patience with result. Patience prevents destructive reactions. Reactions often cost money. Rewarding steady work means allowing yourself to enjoy progress responsibly. Enjoyment reinforces behavior. Reinforced behavior continues. Lasting income also supports generosity. Generosity strengthens relationship. Relationships often create opportunity. Steady work builds systems. Systems reduce dependence on mood. Mood-driven work creates volatility. System-driven work creates stability. Stability attracts higher quality opportunities. Higher quality opportunities pay better. Lasting income also reflects maturity. Mature responses to challenges preserve growth. Immature responses sabotage it. Steady work creates a rhythm. Rhythm reduces chaos. Chaos drains resources. Lasting income also builds freedom. Freedom comes from predictability. Predictability comes from consistency. Steady work removes desperation. Desperation weakens negotiation. Calm confidence improves it. Lasting income allows planning. Planning improves long-term outcomes. Steady work also builds credibility with yourself. Self-credibility strengthens resolve. Resolve sustains effort. When effort is sustained, results compound. Compounding turns effort into income that lasts. Lasting income is not about doing more. It is about doing enough consistently. Steady work teaches humility. Humility keeps learning active. Learning keeps value relevant. Lasting income adapts because steady workers adapt. Adaptation preserves relevance. Steady work also protects against regret. Regret comes from inconsistency. Consistency builds peace. Peace improves focus. Focus improves execution. Lasting income also supports confidence without arrogance. Confidence attracts collaboration. Collaboration expands opportunity. Steady work builds a foundation strong enough to support growth. Growth without foundation collapses. Lasting income feels earned because it is earned. Rewarding steady work means allowing time to do its job. Time rewards consistency. Those who stay steady eventually stand secure. Steady work turns effort into equity. Equity supports future choices. Lasting income is not a sudden event. It is a gradual outcome of repeated responsible action. If you want income that stays, honor the work that builds it. Show up. Improve steadily. Protect progress. Let consistency reward you with stability. That is how steady work becomes lasting income.